Good everyone, I'm Blaze, and welcome back to special episode number 25 of the TriPoint podcast.
It's special again.
It is special again. This one's extra special because we have a lot to talk about. Why would the world do this to us?
Yeah, it just dumps it all in one go.
Yeah. We've
like,
the past 3
fun.
weeks we've had basically no news topics.
Literally.
Or big
whatsoever.
ones at least. And now it's like...
Everything
Here's
is
everything.
here.
Here's like 2 to 3 podcasts worth of topics.
But anyway.
We'll jump into it really quickly because there's a lot. The first thing I want to talk about is, did you see that Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is shutting or stopping service?
I did not know that one.
It's one of the phone ones.
Okay.
What does that mean for Heroes?
Heroes is too big for that.
Pocket Camp
It gets
was
them too much money. Yeah, but Heroes gives it way too much money.
Well, the other reason I wanted to bring it up was because they're doing something a bit different. They're remaking the game on the phone to be offline.
Oh. Okay.
Why don't more people do that?
I don't know.
Crossing Void?
Because I don't want to. Don't look at Crossing Void, okay? It's in the void.
It's frustrating. Yeah, that's a funny, interesting thing. Other thing is, that I guess more personal, the Stampy's World is now on the marketplace on Minecraft.
Oh, okay.
You put it up today. Another thing that happened today.
Why is it all today?
Therefore, some of the footage in the background for this podcast, probably for the first half, will be me running around that world because I was doing that before we started recording.
Fair enough.
Gathering footage. Anyway, that's the 2 smaller things out of the way. Let's talk about Shadow's powers.
Shadow's powers.
Shadow's powers. This trailer dropped like last week, like a day after we recorded, or something like that.
Yeah.
Therefore, we're a little bit late to it. What do you think of Shadow's powers?
I like that the surfing one is like a manta ray.
A manta ray. I like all of them except for, I think it's like the transforming one or whatever it's called.
That just looks like Frenzy.
It does, doesn't it?
I saw it and I was like, oh, Shadow turned into Frenzy now.
The other thing is as well though, like it looks like it's gonna be like do exactly the same thing as what Surf does though. Like,
yes, I don't know.
I saw that, I was like,
Unless Surf is very, very specific.
yeah, Surf's only for water. The other one does everything else.
Yeah, that might be what it is. Yeah.
Do you think? Because you got Doom Blast as well.
Got a lot of things.
Which is where he does all the kicks.
Yeah.
I guess. I feel like this is like a way of them putting like Shadow's like older like I guess mechanics from other games into this game without like making them controversial.
Yeah, I think that's what it...
He doesn't need weapons, all he needs is lots and lots of spears.
Yeah.
lots and lots of spears. I like that. Yeah, what is this called? Doom Morph.
The morph.
It looks like
it's a frenzy giant
it looks like
squid
Shadow's
looking.
Got like a symbiote, like Venom.
Yeah, it really does actually.
It's like, he's like, yeah.
It
why does he need
so
Morph?
funny when he
and then
has
every
to...
other one, when it looks like Morph could probably do the rest of the things.
It looks so funny when you have to like target the little things in the air.
That
it just like has a tentacle.
Yeah. I think like all the targeting stuff kind of slows down the pace of the game though, personally. I don't know.
Yeah, but I guess how else are you supposed to do it?
Yeah, what it kind of reminds me of is like the flying thing reminds me of the glider Shadow can get in Sonic 06.
Yeah.
And then like Surf's like one of the spinny things out of his own game. Like all I can think of is like they're trying to make him have like the bike and the other vehicles that he used.
Yep. That's exactly what it is.
And then they went and spoiled the fact that he battles Neo Metal Sonic or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
I was like,
just casually.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, I mean, you could have kept that. Like,
it's fine.
We already know that he battles the Bio Lizard. Do we have to know he battles, like, Near-Metasonic as well?
He's got everything.
Oh, golly. That's alright. It does make it look like the DLC is going to be a lot larger, though, hopefully. Like, is it even DLC at this point? The Shadow section?
I mean, it's basically just the Shadow Edition.
Yeah, the Shadow Edition. Everything's the Shadow Edition right now.
It is indeed.
Okay, now that we've quickly gone through that, because we don't have time to sit around on it, we can probably make a whole podcast out of that if we wanted to.
Probably.
What shall we move on to? The showcase or the trailer?
We'll go for the trailer first, because it's mini,
The trailer's amazing.
I guess. Yeah, I agree, actually.
Shadow's voice actor, whoever they got for him, perfect.
I agree. I heard him and I was like, we found it.
This is Shadow.
We found Shadow.
Yeah, who is Shadow?
I have no idea.
Who's playing him though?
That's what I'm saying. I have no clue.
Quickly, look it up.
I've got absolutely no clue.
Yeah, honestly,
Oh my God.
I think it did tell us in like one of the previous trailers where it like showed off all the names for the cast and things like that. Oh, yeah. Something I find interesting about this
Is
trailer,
that right?
It at very least implies that Rouge and Amy aren't going to be in it.
Is this correct?
Who is it?
It's apparently Keanu Reeves.
Is it?
Oh.
It doesn't sound like him. Does it?
I didn't pick up on it,
Uh,
but basically everything I've
Oh, it
seen
does sound
says
like
it is. I might not have been listening too hard.
now that I'm listening back, I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't know Keanu Reeves could do Shadow's voice.
Neither did I.
That's hilarious.
Here we are.
Did they
I'm
tweak
okay with
Shadow's
that.
design since the end of the second movie?
Yes,
Yeah, I thought that.
I noticed it myself. I was like,
He looks less fluffy, more menacing.
yeah, he looks like he has less eyeshadow too.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I noticed there's a lot of scenes where Shadow's like wet.
Yeah, why is he always in like water or something?
He goes for a bit of a splash.
Just go swimming.
I think the other thing I noticed as well is the it looks like there's been a bit of an improvement of like them adding the characters in with the humans, like how it looks.
Yeah,
It doesn't look quite as
definitely.
uncanny as it did in the last two movies.
Yeah,
Especially in the first movie.
I agree.
I like this Shadow
No.
Tails is wearing a helicopter helmet at one point.
Shadow walks up.
Why not? I was honestly
fire.
thinking because like Knuckles had his own series and everything like that. I actually was thinking they were gonna like put him off to the side in this movie a bit more.
No, he seems to be here.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So am I.
Not to mention it looks like Shadow's stronger than Knuckles.
Yeah,
Physically strong. Shadow seems
I
to
saw
have
that and I was like,
this version of Shadow seems to be like the uber-powered version that they've been doing in the games for a little while.
yeah.
Where he doesn't need the Chaos Emerald to teleport, unless he has one. We don't know yet. However,
He might have one. He might have the fourth one.
the fourth one, the green one.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the most part, we don't know all that yet. His jet boots can literally fly in this version and all that. It's like,
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, I don't know about the flying, but okay.
he gets a motorcycle.
Yes, yes. I was like, his motorbike returns. Though he does
I
kick
really
it up
want
into the air at
them
one point.
to like have a scene where like one of the GUN agents like drop a weapon on the ground and he looks at it for a second, then walks off.
That would be so funny.
What is it? Did they make Maria's hair black?
Okay. I didn't look at her too closely
No, neither
when
did
that
I.
part showed up. Where is that part? Is that in the middle?
I don't know. I'm sort of skipping through. That's why I'm sort of pretty haphazard with the topic. I'm like, Where is that part? Did they change the color of her hair, or was it the lighting?
I think it might have just been the lighting.
Oh, okay. Because that'd be a
Either way,
funny
she did
thing
look
for them
kinda
to,
odd.
like, do. Like, out of
What is it?
everything. Oh, golly. Yeah, no.
What is that?
Shadow. Oh, golly. Yeah. Oh, here it is, I think. Is it? There it is. Yeah, I have no idea. It's hard to tell.
What? Like, where is that at?
It's after the test tube part. Where he breaks out.
Oh, okay, back there.
It's like 21 seconds in or something. Or a bit further than that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. As well, the fact that Shadow's in the tube when he's with Maria.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Yeah, I think it's just lighting.
Okay.
It just looks really weird.
And then, yeah, the other three are being the other three. I like his comment when he finds them on the road. He's like, "You're a colourful bunch."
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was hilarious.
Then I was like, oh my. What Knuckles said was even better.
Oh, about wanting to battle him or whatever.
Yeah, no, how he looked like he was more powerful than Sonic or something.
Oh, yeah.
Been said in his Knuckles way.
Knuckles, Sonic's like, "Excuse me." Oh, golly. Yeah, this movie looks great. I am kind of worried that they have, like, spoiled a little bit too much, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know.
I am curious to see how long this is as well, because, like, that part where they're battling Shadow in the city, that looks like... Is that Japan?
I have no idea.
It looks like Japan. However, there's parts where they're in London.
Yeah.
I noticed and all that sort of thing. And I think the part where they're in... I think it's in London. I don't know, I've never been there. I think it's in London. It looks like the Space Colony Ark is coming out of the water.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
If that's what it is, and my first thought is, my gosh,
Yeah, it
it
might
was a
not be
lot
what it
bigger
is.
than that in the games. It wouldn't have even fit in that
Yeah,
river.
exactly. It was literally a space colony.
Yeah, exactly. Therefore, I'm curious to see if that's what it is, or if it's something else again, or if it's whatever Eggman's doing.
I assumed it was whatever Eggman was doing, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I'd say that's probably what it is. Do you think Eggman will stay, I guess, good for the most part?
He'll have like a mini evil arc in the middle.
Yeah, I think, because, like, I think as soon as he finds his grandfather or something, he'll probably go back to being a bit evil.
Yeah.
All the other way around. I don't know. The fact that his grandfather's alive, like Gerald's alive in this.
Yeah,
version,
no, I'm just confused about that.
that doesn't worry me as much. I like that they're doing it a little
Oh,
bit
no,
differently,
doesn't
however,
bother me
keeping
either.
most of it the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, yeah, I think it's... Is he being played by Jim Carrey as well?
I think it's... Yeah.
Did I see that right? Yeah.
I think so.
That's
I was like,
hilarious.
Jim's just talking to himself.
And Jim Carrey got his wish. He got to wear the giant belly.
Yep.
Yeah, I know he wanted to do that since the first movie. I wonder if there's anyone who's actually surprised that, like, Eggman's back.
Well, I'm not, but...
Yeah, I'm not either. I think they set it up in the trailer like it was a surprise.
Oh, okay.
Well, because, like, I know there was, like, things going around beforehand that, like, Jim Carrey, like, because he's retired, basically.
Yeah, that's
No,
true, I
it's
suppose.
He wasn't coming back and all that, and I'm like, and then, like, this Shadow, there's a point where Shadow's running over water, or skating over water. And
That's normal.
it looks like he's, like, touching the water with his shoes, though, rather than floating above it.
I think he might have been floating above it. It was just, like, the water splashing up from the
Yeah.
jet part of his boots
Okay.
more than anything.
And another funny thing is, a lot of the moves that he pulls off, I recognize them from Sonic Boom. Of all places.
Oh my goodness.
Which I think is hilarious. Oh golly. Do you think it'll end with Sonic and Shadow being super?
Probably.
I'd imagine that's
And
how
now
it
go
has to
against
end, right?
Eggman. And Eggman. They'll go against Eggman's
I'm expecting
way.
the Bio Lizard, however, we'll see how that goes.
Oh, that, yeah. I forgot about the Bio Lizard.
Or Chaos. It'd be really nice if they put Chaos in.
Chaos Bio Lizard.
I know that wouldn't make any sense to the story, however.
No. Not in the slightest.
Oh, how is Shadow keeping up with Sonic on the bike? That's the other thing.
I don't know. Maybe he's using his speed and just like... He's pushing the bike with his own speed instead of actually driving.
Who knows?
I don't know.
That's like out of something out of Fate. Oh golly. You know, this movie looks good though. I'm excited.
Yes.
It says it's coming out in December. I wonder what date.
What if he takes off his inhibitor rings? He's already overpowered with them on.
Oh, wait. Is there a part where he takes them off?
No, I was just asking what if he did?
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Like he already looks like he's powerful enough.
Yeah. Actually, let's have a look at that scene again. Is he got
The
his
whole
rings
point
on?
is to inhibit them.
Yeah, that is the point. He's got his rings on. I don't know.
Does.
Well, I guess we'll find out. Although his rings look like they're attached to his gloves
Yeah, I was trying to figure that out.
in this version. Maybe he doesn't have inhibitor rings in this version.
He's just allowed to be overpowered.
I like that he like turns Knuckles' hands to the side.
Yeah.
Ow. Oh golly. Anyway.
Yeah, moving on.
This looks good. I'm curious to see if Amy or Rouge do show up at all.
Who knows, to be honest.
I can't
They
remember if
could.
there was like listings
Amy
for them or
seems
not.
most
Well, I
likely.
guess we'll find out. However, yeah. Keanu Reeves as Shadow. Yeah, I'm surprised how well it works.
I didn't even think of that until I looked it up just a few minutes
He
ago.
almost sounds like how he sounded in Prime.
Yeah, almost, actually.
Anyway, since we can't talk about that all day,
Exactly.
because there's too many things, let's talk about this
Moving on.
direct thing.
Yes, this direct thing.
This direct thing. You gotta pull it
It's a
back
bit direct.
There's an indie showcase and
Partner showcase.
Yeah, partner showcase, indie direct, whatever it is.
There wasn't really anything in the indie one.
The indie one, I'll quickly
At least not in
skip through
to
and have a
me.
look. Oh, yeah, the Shrek stuff and Power Wash Simulator.
I was gonna say, except for Power Wash Simulator.
Why is it?
Just for fun.
Yeah, the one thing I know, there's Wobbly Life. Well, Wobbly Life's the
Yeah.
game that I've been looking at on the Xbox. It's coming to Switch.
Oh, and there's like a Peggle game. As
Yeah,
well.
there's a game where you like Peglin. That's it. Yeah, Peglin.
Yeah.
There's like a little goblin and you play Peggle, or
Yeah.
whatever it's called, Pachinko.
Yeah, I was like, what is that game actually called? Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Pizza Tower was already on Switch.
I never even heard of it,
Pizza Tower?
to be honest.
Oh, okay. Didn't it win?
Well,
I have no idea. Anyway,
I may have heard of it like once or twice.
yeah. Anyway, the game that stood out to me though was Pico Park 2.
Oh yeah, that one.
It's very simple art style, however. Like I
I've-
feel like that'd be fun to play.
There's a first game.
Yeah, I'd imagine.
I've seen a couple, not like full playthroughs or anything. I've seen a couple like
Oh, okay.
people try and play it, and it's just
Is the
looks like
first
an
one like
absolute
multiplayer
nightmare.
as well, or?
yeah, that's the whole
Okay.
point.
Is it the same amount?
I think so.
Oh, okay. I saw there's one called
That or it's
Morsels,
4.
which was interesting.
Uh,
I don't know. I
yeah,
didn't know.
so with
I don't
the
have much
mouse?
like thoughts on many of these sort of things.
Morsels didn't look that interesting to me, to be honest.
Yeah. Pico Park 2 was probably the one that I was most interested in.
We need to get the first one.
Yeah, well, we can do that. I saw that they're
Yeah.
doing like Shovel Knight DX or something.
Yeah, something like that.
That confused me. Europa looks pretty interesting as well, I guess.
Where is that?
It's in like the end highlight reel
Oh. The one at the
before
yeah,
Pizza
okay.
Tower.
The more of the yeah, okay.
Anyway, yeah, no. The Indie Direct didn't really have much for me. I think Pico Park 2 is my highlight out of that. Before the first game. Now, the Partner Direct, Tetris Forever.
Tetris!
Good start to the
I
direct.
got like so unironically excited.
I like that it's like, how many games are in it? Like 6?
Oh, there's a fair few.
There's like 6 or something like that. There's a documentary as a part of it, which is interesting as well.
And then there's also the time warp one.
Yeah, the time warp thingy. That'd be fun. That'd be very like I guess puzzly in the same sort of vein as like Tilted Towers. I think Tilted Tricky Towers, not Tilted Towers.
Tilted Towers.
Is that a map from Fortnite or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
There is 9 Tetris games. Tetris Hatris. Hatris. Tetris 2. Bomb Bliss, Super Bomb Bliss DX. Tetris something, I can't read that from here. Super Tetris 2. Super Tetris 2. Another one.
All of the
And Super
second
Tetris 3. Oh golly. Yeah, I honestly, as soon as I'm like, yep, well, I'll buy it. I already owned Tetris like 30 times.
Yeah,
I'll buy it again.
exactly.
I noticed in the Time Warp one, they had like the original like the old PC version from before, like it was a Game Boy game.
Yeah.
Like the old Russian one. It's in like the second slot at one point, where it's like a bunch of green lines.
It's just green, yeah.
That's interesting. That's something I didn't think they'd ever sort of bring back. And then I've got the Game Boy, like the Game Boy one to the right of it. Oh god.
I remember that Game Boy one.
They as well announced that Tetris for NES will be coming to Switch Online.
I think.
What about Game Boy?
Yeah.
Is it on the Game Boy one? I don't even know. I'll have to have a look.
I have no idea.
I don't know. More ways to play Tetris. I'm happy with that.
I had no idea it was the 40th anniversary of Tetris.
Neither did I, actually. Which is kind of surprising considering how up on Tetris I am all the time.
Yeah.
I'm interested to see what the event in '99 is going to be. For it.
I
I
hope it's just like birthday confetti or something.
It's perfect. I have a feeling it'll be like the Game Boy like look or something like that.
Probably.
Anyway, the next game was Star Overdrive, which looked interesting.
Yeah.
You like skateboard around.
The desert.
Skateboard around the desert. Shield surf around the desert.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it looked pretty interesting. I'm curious to see how it fully runs on Switch though.
I have no idea, to be honest.
You're moving quite
there
fast
are a lot of games
on quite
where
like a large gap.
Yeah. There's a lot of games where I look at them and I'm like, how?
Yeah, we'll get to one of them later that I've specifically written down. I'm like, this does not look like it runs well.
Yeah.
And then they had Goat Simulator 3. What happened to 2?
Yes.
Yes?
Goat Simulator 3.
Yeah, where's the second one?
No one needs a second one.
The funny thing I've noticed with a lot of these announcements as well is there's a lot of things that like the digital versions are either coming out today or a little bit in the future, and then the physical version's coming down way out the line.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Coming out way down the line. I messed up down and out there somehow. I don't know how.
Down out the line?
Down out of the line. Yeah, I saw that. I was like, oh, okay, interesting. We'll see how this continues to go. And then they had like a little announcement and update section.
They did, didn't they?
Where they had like the Legend of Heroes. That Legend of Heroes game actually looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Not even gonna lie, it looks pretty good. I've got too many
I thought
other
that too, actually.
action RPGs on my list first though.
It looks like Xenoblade.
Sorry?
It looks like Xenoblade.
I mean, yeah, kinda.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, I've got way too many action RPGs on my list first though.
Yeah, of course.
Is the Patrick game?
I saw that and I was like, what?
Why is That is not what I was expecting.
No,
It
Not in
seems
the
very odd.
slightest.
It looks like they reused the assets from the previous SpongeBob game.
it does.
Yeah, that was
It's
the
just
whole
like
thing.
come out of nowhere.
Fitness Boxing 3.
Every time I see a fitness game, especially when it's boxing, I'm like, why does it
Oh,
look so
golly.
awkward?
There's some Ryu vs Terry going on as well after that.
Yeah.
And then this
That there
game is
was.
what to talk about. Atelier, the new Atelier game. Is it Atelier Yumi or whatever
Is
it
that
is?
the? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It looks like
The
it does not
Alchemist
run
lady.
on the Switch very well at all.
Yeah. Thought that myself. I was like,
It looks awful on the Switch, and the frame rate is horrible in the trailer.
yeah.
I'm
Like
curious
that's
to
not a
see.
Switch game.
Like, they did come out before the Direct and say that, like, oh, there'll be nothing shown off about the next system and all that sort of thing. I'm curious to know how many of these games are going to be straight on the next system.
It is a good question.
Because it looks like there's a lot of games in this, like, partner Direct that don't run really well on the Switch.
Yeah.
And it would seem very odd that they'd show that off like this. There's a part where it zooms in on her eye, and it's like blurry pixels.
I know, it's really weird.
It's like, why is it like this?
It's so
Oh.
strange.
Josh, it's
Anyway.
always... It kind of frustrates me when you see something like that after seeing, like, the amount of work and effort they put into, Nier to put it on Switch.
Yeah.
And how good Nier looks on the Switch. Like,
How much I had to like modify it to be able to
yeah.
get it
And
to run
then they
well
bring
and
out
look
games like
nice.
this, which, by what I understand at least, is like Switch exclusive to start with or something.
Yeah.
And then
it's
they
why-
look like... Bleh. I know Koei Tecmo is making that as well, which means it probably has a very similar battle system to the Fate and the Warriors games.
Probably.
They tend to do one thing really well.
Yep. That's about it.
Here we go. Yeah, that's the other thing I sort of noticed, that a lot of the games coming out have said like early 2025 and all that sort of thing, how they haven't given like a date.
Yeah.
That's what sort of makes me think,
It's
oh,
just
maybe
in
they're going
2025.
to be on Switch too, who knows.
Who knows?
Yeah, and
indeed.
then Suikoden, yep, I have no idea anything about Suikoden. I'm sure people are happy about that though.
Neither do I.
And
Dragon
then
Quest.
Dragon Quest HD 2D.
Yep.
Yep. Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Civ 7. Okay, I want to talk about Civ 7 quickly.
Civ 7.
How is that running on the Switch?
Oh, I don't know.
I remember Civ 6 was used as a PC benchmark.
What?
Yeah,
Was
they
it?
got Civ 7 running on the Switch. I'm like, what? How far can you zoom in? Like,
that's
I
a
remember
good
like
question.
when they were using Civ 6 as like a benchmark for PCs, like different PCs could zoom in at different lengths because you could go down and then more people would load in and all that sort of thing. It's like, I'm curious to see how well this goes on the Switch. I mean, like,
There's a bunch
at
of
what
little
point
humans running
does the
around.
Switch break? Like when you build your place.
Yeah.
Like,
That is a
oh,
good
God.
question.
Anyway, yeah, when does that come out? Civ 6...
February 11th, 2025.
February 11th. Yeah, so it's fairly early
That one
as
has
well.
a date.
Anyway, the next one is probably the biggest one for us. Another Tales remaster. Kind of frustrates me that they won't remaster the original games.
I'm kind of frustrated that we're getting remasters in general. Like, I know it takes a lot to make a remake,
Yeah.
but with these, like, particularly older ones,
Yeah.
Like, come
Well,
on,
what
please.
did Graces originally come out on? I know it was on the DS at one point, however, I think that might have been only the F
I
version.
actually don't know.
That might be worth quickly looking up. Because
Uh,
I will say with Graces, I if they do Hearts, I'll be upset. because I want to play through that on the Vita, and I know everything I want to play through on the Vita is being ported to Switch right now, and it's like there's no point playing it on the Vita anymore. And I want to play Hearts on the Vita. Luckily, with graces like this, at least it means I don't have to worry about importing an extremely expensive copy to play.
That is true.
I was looking at I think maybe Graces came out on the DS,
3?
and then it had F was the PS Vita. Oh, okay. What was on the DS then?
Looked like 3. Oh yeah, a port for PlayStation 3 was F.
Oh, it was F. Like, okay,
I think.
therefore it was 3 and the Vita was F, I think. I'd say.
I think something along there anyway.
Yeah. What did the original version come out on?
That's what I was trying to figure out.
Like PS2? Oh, golly. Because, yeah, like, this is basically a remaster of a remaster, if that's the case.
Most of them just say PlayStation 3, so I don't know.
Did it not? What's the point of the F then, if it didn't come out on something else first? I'm sure there was a DS version.
There might have been.
Oh.
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway. It looks fun. I'm happy. I'm very excited.
It does.
We got a lot of other Tales games to play
again.
first.
Yeah, I still need to finish Vesperia. It just takes a while to get everyone up their levels.
Vesperia. I need to start Hearts. We need to...
Yeah.
We got other ones to start. I need to start Arise.
Yeah.
We've got
I need
Berseria,
the DLC for that.
Zestiria, and Symphonia to start.
Yep.
And then, the DLC for Arise, which is another whole game.
Yeah.
Oh, golly. Yeah, there's a lot. I'm hoping... I am kind of worried if it is a DS game like I think it was. It does kind of worry me that there may not be multiplayer.
I have no idea.
If not, I guess that's fine. I mean, Hearts doesn't have it either, I don't think.
Yeah.
As far as I'm aware, at least. I will say, the remaster does look pretty good. Actually, I think this remaster looks better than Vesperia's. Yeah?
They look around the same.
Yeah, I mean, like, the style looks around the same. However, I think, like, the models look a lot higher quality and all sorts.
I think that depends on what section you're looking at.
Yeah. I know, Vesperia is a lot more, I guess, cel-shaded as well.
Yeah.
It's remaster. Which, I always prefer cel-shaded. However, that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, that's a different...
Be interesting to see. Oh yeah, and all the other little things they added, like destination icons, which would be such a handy thing.
Yes. Oh.
I know the older Tales games are horrible to find your way around.
Yeah.
And you can turn enemy encounters off.
Yeah, which I find very interesting.
Can you do that in Vesperia?
No.
Do you wish you could do that in Vesperia?
I think you have like a skill somewhere that might help with
Oh,
it.
okay.
But, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm quite excited for this game. Probably the most out of everything else. And then they have all the other normal Tales actions and things as part of it.
Yeah, as they do.
January 17th. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
I'm not going to say anything, however, I think you know what I mean.
Yep.
Okay. My Sims Cozy Bundle?
I looked at that and I was like, what?
And then FNAF.
Simply just what? I mean, they were destined to come out eventually.
Yeah. And then
Though it is weird seeing Help Wanted not in VR.
Yeah, I didn't know. I have no idea about any of them. But I sort of looked at it and I was like, is that a VR game?
Help Wanted is.
Oh, okay. And this is the sequel or whatever?
Yeah, this is the second Help Wanted one.
Yeah. And then in the quick fire thingy that they do, you got Epic Mickey again. We've seen that before.
Yeah, Epic Mickey's back.
It looks fine. And then, oh, what is this? Tales of the Shire, the Lord of the Rings one.
Yeah.
It doesn't have much to be. The Funko Pop game. I am curious to see how many characters they can get into that before I even go near that.
Yep.
They have like the Lego Horizons game. And then another big one, which looks really good, is the new Rune Factory.
Rune Factory.
And I think this isn't 6. They were, I know back when they announced 6, they announced like a dragon-based one at the same time, and I'm guessing this is what this is turned
Yeah, I'm
into.
assuming this is what it is. That person looks like Kasane.
Yeah, she does. She does. This looks like, compared to all the other Rune Factories, this looks amazing.
It does.
Like, it looks like it kind of reminds me of like how the Pokemon Legends game is to normal Pokemon games.
Yeah.
It's like this is the version for Rune Factory compared to it.
Exactly.
The art style is much more modernized. Like even Rune Factory 5, which is a much newer game, looks like a PS2 game or a PS3 game.
It looks like Rune Factory.
And then this game looks like even like Blue Protocol and all that, except with like farming.
It does.
And it looks really good.
It's very
and
nice
it even
to look
runs
at.
well on Switch by the looks of it.
Yeah. Looks like they knew how to
You can
optimize
create
this
your
one.
village. That's fun as well, like being able to create the full village. I don't know if you could do that in the main lines.
I have no idea.
I think you can only do the farming.
Yeah.
And then it has all your typical action RPG movesets and stuff like with the water and stuff. The only thing that would make this even better is if they did multiplayer.
Yeah.
Being able to set up like a whole village in multiplayer would be neat.
That would be great.
And then you got the marriage mechanics and all that sort of thing, stuff that I'm not interested
The marriage
in.
mechanics.
Typical stuff for Rune Factory though.
Yeah, no more Rune Factory.
Anyway, and then the last thing was Yakuza,
Yeah.
which is interesting to see.
What is he? What is he doing back here?
I don't know.
Where did this come from? Like, it was like, yeah, let's just go.
Sega has been firing on all cylinders today.
It really, yeah.
The only thing that was missing was like metaphor. Oh god.
That's
And
true.
like 2 Point Hotel or whatever it's called.
2 Point Hotel?
That's the thing now. I remember. Anyway, yeah.
It was always a thing.
We managed to get through that surprisingly quick. I think we went. I wanted to try to get through it quicker than normal, and we ended up getting through it much quicker than I thought we were going to.
It's like a regular episode.
That's a good thing, because usually we can like talk about things in directs for ages.
We can. I mean, I guess it wasn't like the most interesting direct.
No, I guess not. The most interesting thing for us was like a remaster, like.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that Rune Factory game was just good. And Tetris.
And Tetris.
Tetris and a remaster were the most two exciting things for us.
Yeah, Tetris and a remaster. That's a really sad thing to say.
Oh, really? I was expecting something from Microsoft, to be honest.
You were?
Only
What?
because like Microsoft's been putting things everywhere at the moment.
I mean, that's true.
And yeah, it seems kind of strange that they didn't put something here. I don't
That's
know,
fair.
It simply seems a little bit odd.
I don't know. It works.
Okay, then, oh, what else was I gonna say? What was I gonna say?
I don't know.
I was gonna say something now.
It's your words. I didn't.
A 2 Point
steal them.
Campus, that's what I was thinking about.
Oh,
Is that the right thing? That doesn't seem right either.
I don't
This
know.
is a year ago on that trailer, and there was only something shown recently.
I have no idea.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically. I'm surprised that we got through that as quickly as we did.
So am I.
Considering we probably could talk about the Sonic 3 trailer and the
We could
direct...
talk about Shadow. Just for
Yeah.
like 10 years.
Exactly. Oh, golly. I like that it's called, some outlets have put it down as if, like, trailer number 1. So, I mean, like, I guess you can call it trailer number 1.
I mean, technically.
There was a trailer before.
Oh, you know what? You know what the best part about it is?
What's that?
His spines look like his spines.
He's something not many other media can actually say.
Exactly.
Oh golly. Is it me or did they make him wide?
What do you mean?
Like
Like
I
in
got
the face?
the part of Shadow up where like he's about to get Knuckles.
Yeah.
And
like
for some
the
reason he
thumbnail.
looks wide. I think it's because if we compare him to Sonic, Sonic's like really skinny.
I think it just looks awkward. Because of the way the scene is.
It doesn't really show them next to each other well. I can't really tell if he's much taller,
doesn't.
like taller than Sonic or not.
I don't think so. I think it just looks a little weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I think the design looks amazing overall though.
Well, I mean, I guess he might be a little bit taller, considering his shoes are bigger.
Yeah, possibly. Who knows? Oh, that's the other thing with his shoes. Did you notice how his shoes haven't got yellow fire?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Only blue?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's more realistic.
It is more realistic, but it's still kind of...
Not as fun though. They better.
He's got
grind
orange
at one
electricity,
point.
though.
Orange
What?
electricity, because everyone in this universe has to have electricity powers.
For some reason. That's just how they work now.
To the point where they started putting it over in Frontiers, which makes me upset. Oh,
yeah,
golly.
it's fine.
It's always funny, like, seeing Tails, Sonic, and Knuckles next to each other. Like, it's like Shadow says, there's like, they're like a colourful trio.
Yeah.
A colourful bunch.
It really is funny looking.
Does Dr. Stone have the bike to
I don't
start
know.
with? He does. If you go to the part where the big crab bot is coming out of the water.
Where is that?
142.
Oh, so I'm right up to it. Oh, okay, I see.
He's got the bike. I'm like, okay, I see where this
Yeah,
bike
yeah.
comes from.
Maybe that's why the bike can keep up.
Yeah, I was kind of expecting, because between the first movie and the second movie, you could sort of see how Eggman's robots were sort of evolving into what the games ones are like.
Yeah.
I was kind
But
of
now they seem
expecting
to,
like this
look
third
like the
movie to have
first
his
one.
robots be almost completely like the games.
They just look like the first movie's robots again.
Yeah, they sort of look like they've gone back, haven't they?
Yeah.
Oh well. It
That
would have been
doesn't bother
interesting
me,
to see
but-
like a giant crab meat come out of the water. Oh golly. Anyway,
Giant crab meat.
yeah, the giant crab meat. That's what they called.
I know, I just think it's a funny.
I don't know
idea.
why they called that.
I don't know either.
It's a funny
Shadow's got
thing to be called.
his iconic has to walk out of fire.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. Walks out of the fire, walks out of the water a lot, by the looks of it.
Yeah. He's just a very scenic guy, okay?
I didn't know Sonic's speed powers translated into him jumping really high as well, though.
I don't know.
I know the last scene, he like jumps up really high.
Yeah.
And they did it wrong, though. When they go to hit each other like that, it should have been at the top of a bridge.
Exactly.
In
Maybe
front
the
of the
bridge is under
moon.
them and you just can't see it.
In front of them. Is there a
Front of
part
the
where
moon.
Sonic and the gang are inside like a toy factory or something?
I don't know what that is.
There's like toys around them. Oh, there's chows!
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Is it? Did I miss it?
Like the big toys and things like that, the big mascots, they're all chows.
Where is that?
I'm
Is that
a
toy factory
228.
part? 228?
Maybe a little bit before
Over here
228.
somewhere. Oh, yeah.
They're
Yeah,
chow.
they were chows. Huh.
My gosh, what does that mean?
We found chows.
There's an
Cheese.
egg. There's a chow egg.
Wait, it's cheese.
Cheese. Rouge and Amy don't show
We
up
get
at
cream
all.
instead.
Cream. I like that. I like that idea. That'd be funny. Oh golly! Imagine if Big shows up.
Why does it sound plausible though?
I want Big to
It's
show
like
up.
something that actually happened.
I really want. What will make me sad? I don't think they're gonna do Chaos. I really want to see a movie with Chaos in it.
Chaos would be such an interesting looking creature.
Like, because they could literally do like Sonic Adventure's story, like, is enough for them to do a movie on. Like,
Yeah, it is.
even Sonic's story alone, like, out of that.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of stuff going on there, especially with like Tikal and all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
But I'm curious to see where they go because, like, if they do a fourth movie, I'd imagine they'll probably do a fourth movie. However,
Possibly. Who knows?
yeah, I'm curious to see where they go because, like, they were setting up in the first two movies, like, all the echidna stuff.
Yeah, and
And
they
then
just kind of
this
have
movie,
it.
because they want to focus on Shadow, I assume
Obviously.
they're getting rid of a lot of, like, they're moving that a lot to the side.
Yeah.
Therefore, I'm curious to see if they come back to that because there's a lot of people who look like Tikal
Yeah.
in the first movie, in the second movie a little bit.
There is.
And it'd be really interesting to see if they can, like, bring that in. I'm curious to see if this movie itself sets up, like, what happens with Chaos and that, if it does it like a reverse.
Maybe.
Shadow and Sonic
Might
versus
be
Chaos.
reverse. Yeah.
Or do you think they'll tease Silver at the end?
Look, they'll probably tease Silver, and it'll be in the form of Blaze speaking.
Oh, Blaze! Oh, that'd be neat. they
That's how it'd happen.
basically they have the Sonic 06 characters come and do Sonic Adventure 1's story.
Yes, there we go.
That everyone's happy then.
Yep.
Anyway. See, we can ramble on about this for ages. We
Moving
ramble for
on.
another 10 minutes about this.
Moving on.
Oh my gosh. Anyway. Yeah, our poll for this week.
Full stop. Nothing.
Yeah, put a stop there, Ted. No more. No one
Get the
talking about our
bookends
poll
out.
from the week.
No.
Okay, that's fine. And then next week's poll. What shall we have?
I have no idea. Were you more excited about Sonic or the Nintendo Direct?
I think the director make a better poll. However, I'm way more excited about Sonic. However, I don't know what to do for the Sonic.
That's pretty accurate.
I guess like, it could be a simple yes/no poll again. I always like
It
the
can be a
five
simple
answer
yes/no.
polls though. I think they're much more fun.
If they were to tease a character in the end of the third movie, who would it be?
Oh yeah. Which character will they tease at the end of the third movie, and then we can have like Silver and Chaos and all
It's
that.
Silver and Big.
Oh my god. Okay, yeah, it'll be something like that. Anything else to say before we go?
No.
Okay. If that's the case, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode of the podcast. Thank you for listening, and we shall be back in the next one.
Goodbye.
Cheers.